ways that righteousness can be imputed. And we come back to that. That's the basic principle of justification. So now that we have the law, in a way, justification would appear to be an even bigger problem than before. Now, why is this? Well, we now have God as the judge and us as sinners, and we had this all along. But now we've got the law accusing us to God. So sin now becomes specific. God can say, the law says this, have you kept this or have you broken the law in this matter? And we have to admit we've broken the law in that matter, and so the law condemns us. The law accuses us to God. So we've got God as the judge, us as sinners, but now we've got the law accusing us to God. And us being guilty and not being able to answer the law, we can't say to the law, you're wrong, I haven't done this, if we've done it, can we? And so the law accuses us to God, and because we are guilty, we can't deny the law. We can't say to God, oh, put the law aside. God gave us the law to make a standard. And so we are judged by it. And so God is the judge, we're the sinners, the law accuses us to God, and we are guilty and we can't answer the law. And then God in his righteousness pronounces judgment on us. And that judgment is condemnation and judgment for us. So we would say the law has put us in a terrible situation, or we've put ourselves in a terrible situation, but the law confirms it. And that sums up our side of the story. Fortunately, God in his grace moves on our behalf. And it's a wonderful thing that God does this. With the giving of the law, he has the congregation build the tabernacle. Now, we've looked at the tabernacle. You've got pictures of it and everything. We've been through it over and over several times now. We know what it looks like, and it's essential that we do. Everything about the tabernacle becomes essential in this matter of justification when we come to look at what God has done on our behalf. Right, the tabernacle, it consists of the outer court containing the brazen altar and the laver. Get a picture of it in your mind. There's the outer court, and in it, as you come in through the gate, there's the brazen altar and the laver. And then we go to the tabernacle itself, the tent, and it contains the holy place. That's what we go into first, with the table of showbread and the golden candlestick and the altar of incense. You remember we've put all this in place before. We go from there to the Holy of Holies behind the veil of separation. Remember that thick, heavy veil containing the Ark of the Covenant, on top of which is the mercy seat and the golden cherubim. Actually, I've got it in the plural here, but cherubim is plural. There's the two angels that are made out of gold on top of the mercy seat. So God puts in place all that is required for our justification by two simple moves. These moves are simple, but they are the culmination of God's eternal plan for our salvation. It's incredible that God can do this. They are simple, but they are sublime. With two moves, God provides justification for us, the possibility of justification. The first move he makes, he moves the law into the Ark of the Covenant. Remember, he said to Moses, take the law and put it inside the Ark of the Covenant, and then put the mercy seat on. Now what was the mercy seat? It was the lid of the Ark. So the law, once it's inside the Ark, is under the mercy seat, and it's contained by the mercy seat. And then he moves his very presence into the Holy of Holies above, upon the mercy seat between the cherubims. This, of course, in no way affects his omnipresence. It's not like as if this confines God in any way. And we do understand this because God is everywhere all the time. And so he moves the law into the Ark of the Covenant. That's the first move. He moves his very presence into the Holy of Holies above, upon the mercy seat between the cherubim. And then with these two moves, he makes justification possible for us. It's no wonder those cherubim gaze intently at the mercy seat. The angels of heaven themselves stand in awe and wonder at the grace that God shows here to mankind. But how do these moves help us? Like, God makes two moves, but what do these moves do? How do they help us in this matter of justification? Well, that's the next lecture, and we'll go on to that next.